creatures of the night. It's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Forbidden Door 2024. We have a stacked card. We got 3 matches on the 0 hour pre-show, and we have 10 matches so far because it's Friday night. Y'all know Tony Khan likes to creep in another match or two before the pay-per-view. We have 10 matches on the main card. So it seems like we're going to be here all night long when it comes to this pay-per-view. Now, you guys know I do watch alongs for pay-per-views. So you guys come see me and King Leo, or anybody else who wants to join. We are live and we are watching the show and talking about it. And everybody's on the chat having a great time talking about the show. It's always a good time. Come join us. Now, I do want to say this before I get into my predictions is that I really do appreciate Tony Khan being like this middleman of having all these promotions come together for one show. We also have CMLL, not much, but we have a few on the card. We also do have New Japan, obviously, and we have some girls from Stardom on the show. And I really do appreciate that happening. And I swear to everything, that right there has absolutely encourage WWE to take that step to working with TNA, because why things like this actually works when we have promotions that come together to provide entertainment, and I absolutely love that. Thank you, Tony Khan, for doing that. Now, these pay-per-views though is $50 plus tax. It's a lot of money. Tony Khan did a interview on Fox Business, I think Wednesday night, and they're asking him about the streaming service. I guess they're trying to make a deal by December later on this year. Tony Khan talked about everything under the sun other than asking questions about this streaming service that the fans desperately want, so we can have a little bit of that extra money in our pocket, especially now that he's adding more and more pay-per-views throughout the year. It's very costly if people are considering to buy these pay-per-views almost on a monthly basis. So Tony Khan, get your shit together. The fans are not rich like you. We would like to have pay-per-views at a decent price. Find a streaming home where people can enjoy these shows and pay less money. Now, you guys already know. When it comes to the pay per view, we do have several options of several websites, depending on where you live, where you can go ahead and purchase the pay per view, unless you will watch it from parts unknown and watch it for free, whatever it is. I think it's going to be a great pay per view. One thing I do would love to do one day is go to the movie theaters and watch a pay per view. I think that would be cool to be there with other people who also enjoy wrestling and just having a good time. I think that would be a cool experience. You can go to Dave and Buster's, watch from home on TV, wherever, and enjoy the show. Like I said, I'm doing a watch along, so come pull up and watch with me and have some fun with us on the chat. Now let's get into the pre-show. For the pre-show, we do have 3 matches. Y'all know Renee Paquette, RJ City, they're always hosting this thing. And now they don't added Jeff Jarrett for whatever reason. And also Rocky Romero. Rocky makes sense. He is the vice president of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So it makes sense for him to be on there. It's cool. Now we do have 3 matches, including 2 women's matches, which is really, really great. And I can't wait to see what happens here because I've been saying that I would love to see more women's matches, and some of these matches that are on the main card could absolutely be taken the fuck out, so that we could have had more matches that would have been much more interesting to watch. Now, y'all know I don't know the order of these things, but we do have Willow Nightingale teaming up with Tam Nakano versus Chris Statlander and Momo Watanabe. And this here, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I can see Chris Statlander and Momo pretty much taking it the extra step and just being as heelish as possible and possibly taking the win here. Y'all know Willow Nightingale is just a fresh baby face here that everybody loves. But we have Chris Statlander, who recently, they're no longer friends. Okay. And when I'm looking at this, I'm kind of hoping that Chris Statlander's team take the win. I do want to see things kind of build up a little bit more before these 2 girls end up facing each other on the Owen Hart Cup for the women's. I'm pretty sure that's where they're going with the whole thing. Let's see what happens with that. So I think Chris Statlander team will win. Now we also do have for the Owen Hart women's quarterfinal match, we have Saraya versus Mariah May. Oh man, Mariah May for the win for sure. I can't imagine Mariah not win this and then later on having two ladies fighting for her love later on. So I think that's going to be interesting. Saraya, she did like a promo on Rampage earlier, pretty much saying that she needs to win this. She needs to win this so that she can go on and go for the women's title at Wembley in her home country. And girl, that's not happening. Not happening at all. Mariah May for sure for the win. Now, here's a match that I didn't really see coming. We have here the Lucha Brothers teaming up with Mystico, and when I saw this, I was just like, "Oh, really?" I don't know if they've ever tag together or whatnot. I thought that was really interesting, especially with those rumors about AEW guys can't work. Not AEW guys, basically saying that whenever somebody from CMLL is on the show, that the other luchadors can't be on. That definitely squashes that bullshit. Now they're teaming up against some New Japan guys. We got Takahashi, we got Tsuji in the house, and also Titan. So this is going to be an interesting match here. In terms of who's going to take the win here, Mystico and Lucha Brothers teaming for the first time. Come on, they're gonna take the win here. Now, I do remember seeing an interview with Takahashi last year where he said that it's a dream of his to be on the main card of Forbidden Door, and unfortunately, Tony Khan, that didn't happen this year, bro. What's going on? Put this guy on the main card next year. He is absolutely amazing in the ring, and I hope he brings Daryl Jr. to the show. I would love to see that. Now, let's see, we got the main card. We have 10 matches here. Now there's only one match I couldn't find the graphic for because for whatever reason, I guess the company don't give a shit about this either. So we had Rampage earlier. The learning tree, Chris Jericho comes out and he's backstage with Brian Keith and Big Bill. Brian Keith can't participate. Now, what happened on Wednesday was that our murder grandpa Minoru Suzuki, he comes out via satellite, whatever the situation was, and said that he don't want to team up with Chris Jericho. He wants to whoop Chris Jericho ass for the FTW title. So since then, we've been assuming that it's going to be a one-on-one match because Brian Keith can no longer compete. But then on Rampage, Chris Jericho confirms that that's not going to be the case. He's still teaming up with Big Bill and a mystery partner that will be revealed on Collision, and there will be going against Hook and them. And really, I don't care. I absolutely don't care. They can beat each other all night if they want to. I'm over it. Don't care who wins this. Now, let's start off here. There's another match that I don't care about. We have the elite, okay, the elite versus the acclaimed and Tanahashi. What? First of all, I thought it was going to be Daddy Ass got other things to do. He's actually trying to enjoy retirement, unlike Tanahashi. So he's out, Tanahashi's in, and I don't know, I don't care about this either. The Young Bucks is doing everything but defending them titles. So honestly, I can't get behind this. Don't care. Now we do have the TNT Championship ladder match. This here I'm looking forward to. So we have one extra person that was added on from Rampage, which is El Phantasmo. He went against AR Fox, and I cannot believe he beat AR Fox. Like I can believe it, but I just kind of can't at the same time. We have Leo Rush, who's also in this match. We have Jackson Perry. We have Takeshita. We have Mark Briscoe. We have Dante Martin. Last time we seen Dante Martin in a ladder match, he broke his foot, his ankle, every which way. One of the nastiest injuries I've ever seen in pro wrestling. So good luck to Dante Martin. I just want to say this. Everybody in this match, y'all need to be showing up and showing out. We all know y'all great. Y'all don't have to kill yourselves to do any stunts and everything. We just want to see everybody make it out the same way they got in. So no craziness at all. My pick for this match, I want to see win is Takeshita. However, this is very apparent that it's going to Jackson Perry. I really do wish there was a lot more going into this match that we would get a chance to see from everybody. I'm not gonna lie, with so I kind of felt like this is that one exception where maybe this should have all been AEW guys in this match, which is kind of why I felt a little bit disappointed about AR Fox not winning. it would make more sense to me to have seen only AEW guys here. However, Leo Rush being there, El Phantasmo being there, they do bring a different element to this match that I think people will enjoy. But I do see Jackson Perry taking the win. I'm not necessarily happy about this. I personally don't mind Jack Perry winning. Thing is that the Elite is showing to be a group of guys just holding titles and not defending them, and that's what bothered me when it comes to this group. So if he ends up winning that and he's not going to be defending the title like that, it just really defeat the purpose of just having titles in the company. All it is just a little prize to be sitting on people's shoulders, looking pretty, and nobody's defending it. Not feeling that. I think Jackson Perry will take the win. I would love to see Takesha take this. We have up next MJF. Oh, he's so dreamy. Versus Hechi Seto. This is going to be very interesting. I think this is one of the matches that I'm looking forward to the most. They have a really so Hechi Seto, he's very technical, but he is very versatile at the same time in the ring. I really do feel like he is not going to make things easy for our bro Chacho. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Now, we had a really great match with MJF and Roosh the other day, and to see this here, I think it's going to be a little bit different. And I think this is probably going to be one of the best matches of the night. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing MJF for the win here. But I think we're going to be the real winners up in here because of how great this is going to be. Now, Orange Cassidy. God, I can't stand that bitch. Versus Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. is so dreamy. Oh my gosh. He is another really great technical wrestler. If you guys didn't notice, I love technical wrestlers. Like, that's my favorite style of wrestling. I personally would love to see Zack Sabre Jr. take the win. However, there's something with this company with their obsession with Orange Cassidy, and it's just like I just don't get it. I am just not on board with this obsession with Orange Cassidy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to say nice things about him, but um he works really hard and he is a great wrestler. The gimmick, I was over it since like day one. But I just feel like he's one of those guys that they kind of shove down our throats a little bit too much. And if I want something to be shoved down my throat, I want it to be consensual. And Orange Cassidy is not it. I would prefer to see Zack Sabre Jr. take the win here. But I see Orange Cassidy taking the win. But this is definitely going to be one of the best matches of the night for sure. Oh gosh. So another one that I'm looking forward to the most, like in terms of what they're gonna do in the ring, that in-ring style, to see here Takagi versus Danielson. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is going to be fucking beautiful. And I did see JR posted that he was gonna be at the show, he's gonna be doing commentary. He better be doing commentary for this match. I want to see him doing commentary for this and a few other matches because JR, he hasn't been in best of health. A matter of fact, he was rushed to the hospital because of breathing issues earlier this week, but he's making the show, so I'm hoping that he is in better health to do this. And if he's going to be doing any commentary at all, this is definitely that match I want to hear him doing commentary for. Brian Danielson, I see taking the win here, but he kind of seems like for Brian Danielson, I feel like he doesn't mind losing. He's at that last leg of his career where he's going to be a full time wrestler, and I don't, I, if he loses, I don't see the problem with it. If he wins, that's great too. But I do see this going to be a really great performance when it comes to this. Now, because this is part of the Owen Hart Cup, what is it, quarterfinals, semifinals, whatever it is, he needs to advance. If he wants to be in a world title match at All In, then yes, absolutely. This is one title he has not won. And I don't know if this is one that he wants to win, because if he does win this, then he knows he's going to have to be in more matches. He's going to have to put in much more work. We'll see. So that's the prize if he ends up winning this whole tournament. So Takagi don't really needs this win. He's not even really part of the company. So Brian Danielson, excuse me, for the win for this for sure. Oh, this is going to be lovely. Oh, I can't wait to see this match. All right. Oh, what's here to discuss? I'm kind of okay. So this one right here, I've been following this for quite some time. If you don't watch New Japan, then you don't know too much of what's going on. But Moxley got this title from Naito, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care too much for that match that they had, and I already knew Moxley was gonna take it. Now here we are, a couple of months later, and it's them again. Obviously, a rematch here, and I can't really say I'm excited to see this. The way things played out in the last match, Naito, those knee problems that he got going on, he just don't move the way he used to move. And I respect these legends or whatnot, but sometimes I feel like they're not understanding, or they're not wanting to stay out of the ring and only come in when necessary. So if you're not at your best, take some time off and get better and then come back in the ring. I feel like this match is a little too premature, but I understand why they're doing it. This is Forbidden Door. This is a big opportunity for Naito to be on here, and really, it's not needed. But I do see John Moxley taking the title here. I mean, retaining the title. I don't want to see Naito win this. I mean, this is the biggest prize in New Japan, and honestly, he's not it for me. Not it for me. Mox for the win for sure. Now we have, oh God, title versus title match where we have Mercedes Monet versus Stephanie Bakir. Stephanie is, Lord have mercy, y'all. Not only is she beautiful, but she is a beast in the ring. So if you have not seen her, you're here, you're in for a treat at the pay-per-view. If you haven't seen her, go ahead and check out some highlights on YouTube to see what she's all about. She's legit. Real talk. This is a title versus title match. I see Mercedes taking this win to get the title, and this is the title that she was geared to win before she had got injured. So I can see her taking this. Totally see her taking this. Stephanie has already two other titles, so even if she loses, she's not at a big loss or anything. I wish there was much more of a build up with this, and unfortunately, that there wasn't. I mean, what Mercedes popped up via satellite the other day and had some words for Stephanie. That's not enough. They could have been a lot more going into this. And then Stephanie has her first match in terms of in front of the AEW audience on Collision tomorrow night. And I wish that she would have had a couple of more opportunities. I know she's busy. Obviously, she has three titles, but it would have been great to have seen her already. And another person that would have been great to be seeing more is Mercedes her damn self. She's only had two matches since she has signed into the company in March. And that right there is wild to me. And for somebody to only have two matches and win a title on her first match and possibly going to win a second title on her third match is crazy. This screams, hey, Mercedes, we're doing whatever we can to make sure you're comfortable and happy on this roster. And honestly, I don't like it. I would love to see much more from Mercedes. Right now, I'm not sure how it is I feel about her being a part of AEW. Until we see more, I'm just like, whatever. A Mercedes for the win on this for sure. All right. The women's world championship, we have Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakiwa. I I don't Tony's not losing this. She's not losing this, but I feel like she's going to lose Mariah May. For if anything. Um I feel like we're gearing towards Mariah versus Tony Storm at All In. I've been saying that this is where they're going with it. And remember, Mariah is in the Owen Hart Cup. So she's going against Saraya earlier on in the night. If she advances all the way to the finals, then she will be going against Tony Storm at All In. And I think that would be a really cool thing for them to do for the pay-per-view. I would absolutely love to see that. Now, I think she'll retain. And I would love to see more Mina, to be honest with you. I know she's part of Stardom. She also has a title over there as well. But she's been fun to have around. She has a really great personality. I can't say that about a lot of the girls in AEW. I would hope to see her some more after this, especially if Mariah May is going to turn on Tony Storm. Then it would be great to see a little bit more of Mina until at least All In. All right, and then now our main event. We have the world title on the line, and it's Swerve Strickland versus our bruv, Will Osprey. I love Will Osprey. However, I am over it. This is another one of those guys that he hasn't even been here that long, okay? And the company has been shoving him down our throats too. And it's just like this is the best way to have people who do love you kind of not want to see you anymore because he's literally there or even more. I feel like he's put the title on the line more obviously than the champion, the world champion, if that. And it's just like, oh my gosh, y'all doing so much, so much. He hasn't lost anything. He took the title from Roderick Strong, which I felt like was pretty premature. I didn't like that, but whatever. He wins 2 gauntlets in a row. This is another one of the new signees with AEW where it feels like um the company is just like, hey, we're gonna do whatever it is to make you happy over here at AEW. And it really does feel like that. And I'm over it. And I think a lot of other people are, but I still do enjoy Will Osprey. This is definitely another match that's probably gonna be match of the night. Both of these guys are really, really amazing in the ring. I would prefer to see no fucking interference from anyone at all. So I want this to be clean. Prince Nana, everybody, like stay the fuck back. Want to see what these guys do. In my opinion, I really do want to see Swerve win, and I absolutely see him winning. Why would Will Osprey win? Will Osprey gonna say the other day on Dynamite, "Oh, Daniel, we can go against each other on Dynamite. Not only am I gonna put the international title on the line, but I'm gonna put the world title on the line too." And I was like, bruv, you tripping. You're not winning that at all. Now, whoever wins the Owen Hart tournament gets to go against Swerve. Now, it's looking like Brian Danielson so far because we don't know who this wild card person is. We're going to find that out on Wednesday. And whoever it is, the Bucks already said it's one of their people. So, one of their friends, and they have very few of those. And I am kind of hoping maybe it would be Hangman. And if it was to be Hangman, that would go back to them having their feud. I know some people said that they were tired of seeing Swerve and Hangman or whatever, but Hangman could win at All In and finally get a win over Swerve and get the title. I know everybody gonna all throw your tomatoes at me all at once, but I like drama. I want story. I want there to be long-term storytelling going on, and they can always go back to the Swerve and Hangman thing. We'll see if that's the case. If not, we do have Brian Danielson, who is like obviously the other option here in terms of winning the whole tournament and then going against Swerve at All In. There is no other option, guys. Will Ospreay will not be winning this weekend, so Swerve definitely will be going on over to All In. And am I psychic or something? For this, yes, I'm a psychic. I know. I absolutely know. Guys, I will be doing a watch along, so come on, pull on up, and we'll have a great time with the show. Do expect to be having your butt numb because this is going to be a long show, a really long show. And don't forget, Tony Khan does the media scrims after that. I'm not sitting through that. No way, Jose. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. Let me know down below what you guys think is going to happen, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Collision. Bye.